Hello, everyone, and welcome back to English Daily Practice. I'm Olivia.
And I'm Michael. We are so happy to have you with us today.
Today, we're going to talk about something that affects almost every single one of us. It's a silent thief that steals the most valuable asset we have, our time.
Exactly. We aren't just talking about being a little bit lazy. We are talking about that magnetic pull that keeps your eyes glued to a screen even when you know you have important things to do.
The topic for today's episode is Stop Wasting Time: How to Break Digital Addictions in 30 Days.
Whether you are a student trying to study or a professional trying to work, we have a roadmap that will help you reclaim your life from your phone.
You know, Michael, before we start giving advice to our viewers, I think we need to be honest. I've actually struggled with this a lot recently.
Really? You usually seem so disciplined. What was your specific struggle?
It was Instagram Reels. It started so innocently. I would tell myself, I'm just going to take a 5-minute break to relax. I'd open the app, watch one funny video, and then suddenly I'd look up at the clock and 45 minutes had vanished.
Oh, I know that feeling all too well. It's like time travel, but in the worst way possible.
Exactly. And the worst part wasn't just the lost time. It was how it affected my work. I'd sit down to write a script or answer emails, and my brain would just itch to pick up the phone again. That simple habit turned into a distraction loop that killed my focus.
I've been there too, Olivia. For me, my poison was YouTube Shorts. I justify it because I tell myself I'm learning something.
Let me guess, random facts.
Yes, but watching 50 random facts in 10 minutes isn't learning. It's just overstimulation. I used to check my phone right before bed. Instead of sleeping at 11 p.m., I'd be scrolling until 1 a.m. The next day, I'd be tired, cranky, and my work performance really suffered. It went from a harmless habit to something that was actively hurting my career.
That brings us to the real cost of this addiction. It's not just about losing time, it's about what happens to your mind.
The first thing people notice is the lack of focus. When you train your brain to consume 15-second videos, trying to read a book or study for 30 minutes feels incredibly difficult. Your brain starts begging for that quick stimulation.
And then comes the guilt. That sinking feeling in your stomach when you finally close the app. You realize you haven't done anything productive, and your self-esteem takes a huge hit. You start thinking, why am I so lazy? But it isn't just laziness.
No, it's not. It destroys your confidence. Every time you say, I will put the phone away, and you fail, you lose trust in yourself.
And we have to talk about how it escalates. It never stays small.
That is the scary part. It starts with just checking notifications. Then it's 10 minutes a day. Then it's an hour. Before you know it, your screen time report says 6 or 7 hours a day. That is literally 1/3 of your waking life.
Imagine what you could do with those hours. You could learn a new language, get fit, or start a business. Instead, we are donating that time to algorithms that don't care about us.
Okay, let's get a little scientific for a moment. Why can't we just stop? Why is willpower often not enough?
It all comes down to one powerful molecule: dopamine.
Dopamine is a neurotransmitter that drives motivation and craving. In the natural world, You get dopamine when you accomplish something hard, like finishing a project or exercising.
But your phone gives you cheap dopamine. You swipe, you see something funny, and you get a hit. You didn't work for it. Your brain loves this because it's easy energy.
To really understand this, we need to look at the 4 stages of the addiction loop.
Right. The first stage is the trigger. This is the cue. Maybe you are bored, stressed, or you hear a notification sound.
Then comes the second stage, craving. This is the urge. You feel like you need to check the phone to relieve the tension.
Third is the response. This is the action. You pick up the phone and start scrolling.
And finally, the 4th stage. Usually this is the reward, but in digital addiction, it quickly turns into guilt. The pleasure fades instantly, leaving you feeling empty.
Trigger, craving, response, guilt. It's a vicious cycle. But it is beatable. Look at people like Robert Downey Jr. or Eminem.
Those are great examples. Both of them struggled with severe substance addictions, things that are chemically stronger than a phone. Yet they rewired their brains, reclaimed their lives, and reached the peak of success.
If they can overcome chemical dependency, we can definitely learn to control our phones.
All right, let's get practical. We have put together a 5-step plan to break this cycle in just 30 days.
Step 1 is accept yourself and admit the addiction. You can't fix what you don't acknowledge. Stop saying, I just use my phone a lot. You need to say, I am addicted to this device and it is hurting me. Radical honesty is the foundation of change.
Step 2, shift your dopamine. You can't just remove the bad habit, you must replace it. You have a void to fill. Instead of getting dopamine from a like, get it from a cold shower, a 20-minute workout, or reading a chapter of a book.
High-effort dopamine feels so much better than low-effort dopamine. Step 3. Identify your triggers. Be a detective. When do you reach for your phone? Is it when you're lonely, anxious, bored? If you know the trigger is boredom, prepare a different response, like having a book nearby, so you grab that instead.
That is crucial. Remove the friction for good habits and add friction to bad ones. Step 4. Identity shift. This is powerful. Stop saying, I'm trying to quit social media. Start saying, I am strong. I am not the kind of person who wastes time scrolling.
Words matter. When you tell yourself, I can control myself, your actions start to align with that belief. And finally, step 5, the 10-minute rule.
This is my favorite technique. When you feel that craving we talked about earlier, tell yourself, I can check my phone, but I have to wait 10 minutes.
Usually, the urge is like a wave. It peaks and then crashes. If you can wait just 10 minutes, the desire usually disappears. You are training your brain to regain control.
So, what happens if our viewers stick to this plan for 30 days?
The first week is going to be hard. We won't lie to you. You will feel withdrawal. You will feel bored. That is normal.
But by week 2 and 3, the noise in your head quiets down. Your focus span starts to stretch. You can read 10 pages or work for an hour without twitching.
And by day 30, you feel this incredible sense of control. You realize you are the pilot of your life again, not the passenger. The happiness you feel from real achievement is so much better than the temporary fun of a video.
We challenge you to start this journey today, not tomorrow, today.
We want to hear from you. In the comments below, tell us, what is the one bad habit you are going to change starting today?
Writing it down makes it real. Let's support each other in the comments section.
If you found this video helpful, please hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next episode on personal growth.
You are strong enough to do this. Take back your time. See you in the next video.
Bye, everyone.